When you read the headline, Jenny Craig owner acquires Ancient Nutrition, it might leave you befuddled. But what if I told you everything actually makes perfect sense? So, if we're going to properly decode that introductory statement, it would require ample background knowledge of the portfolio company Wellful. And I'm going to skip over some details for now, but Wellful was essentially created in 2021 when Kainos Capital, a middle market consumer products focused private equity firm, merged the direct to consumer weight management meal solution brand Nutrisystem with the supplement brand portfolio Adaptive Health. But then you would need to know that Adaptive Health was formed when Direct Digital acquired the supplement brand portfolio Healthy Directions. And hopefully you're still keeping up, but you'd finally need to know that Healthy Directions was created in the early 1990s after newsletter readers began calling Phillips Publishing to find out where they could buy the nutritional products recommended by its doctors. The earliest products and supplement brands that made up Healthy Directions were all developed by some of America's most recognized doctors. So, can you see where I'm going with this kind of connect the dots game now? Who was the co founder and face of Ancient Nutrition? That would be functional medicine, digestive health, and herbal remedies expert Dr. Josh Axe. And if you're wondering how Jenny Craig got tossed into my introduction, Wellful acquired the weight management brand in mid 2023. So it looks like we solved another CPG unsolved mystery, right? But before I provide the remaining Wellful portfolio details that would unlock relevant strategic insights, let's kind of quickly cover the M&A news that occurred within the first full week of 2025. The acquisition of Ancient Nutrition is said to further strengthen Wellful's presence in various supplement categories and expand its distribution footprint into the natural retail channel. Ancient Nutrition was founded in 2016 by the before-mentioned Dr. Josh Axe and Jordan Rubin, who also founded Garden of Life, a supplement brand that was acquired by Nestle. And while Ancient Nutrition now offers around 200 SKUs, its early claim to fame was pioneering bone broth protein supplementation that delivered the benefits of homemade bone broth in a convenient, easy to mix form. But transporting back to those late 2010s, Ancient Nutrition was definitely responsible for driving key paleo, collagen, and grass fed supplement trends across all sales channels. Moreover, Ancient Nutrition became a top selling protein brand within the natural channel and one of the fastest growing supplement brands overall. And that immense level of early success led private equity firms VMG Partners and Hillhouse to invest $103 million into Ancient Nutrition. But during these almost 7 years since that huge capital injection, I'd call the brand's journey fascinating. But it's important to understand that word could have vastly diverse meaning depending on the stakeholder. And what I mean by that statement is with the massive financial buffers that capital provided, the founders were able to transform Ancient Nutrition into this extremely impactful organization. And while I'm sure it's bold strategic narrative to leave this planet better than they found it for future generations to thrive, would have guided their entire internal and external business activity regardless, thus differentiating the brand from competitors, we can agree that the capital helped bring to life massive initiatives like the Ranch Project in early 2021. And these first of its kind solutions by Ancient Nutrition were able to show a version of the future to consumers, helping strengthen the brand distinctiveness. But while this is awesome for the founders of Ancient Nutrition, purpose driven employees, and consumers, along with external stakeholders like the supplement industry and society to some extent, what about those private equity firms that invested just over $100 million? There's the obvious answer, which is to say that helping Ancient Nutrition fulfill its bold strategic narrative also improved the likelihood of sustaining market share against the barrage of new competitors rushing towards high growth categories. And due to its brand distinctiveness, I'd say that Ancient Nutrition has at times thrived and other times just survived in the ultra competitive supplement industry over the last 7 years. But we can all agree that it didn't sustain that level of growth that VMG Partners and Hillhouse expected when it provided that level of capital. Financial terms were obviously not provided on this private transaction, but surely if the value was over $1 billion or an obvious home run, we would see more positive quotes by leaders of these private equity firms. But there wasn't. And that's okay to hit a bunt single sometimes, especially when the odds to even get a hit are stacked against you after the last few years of venture backed CPG brands. But for the last part of this content, I want to examine what Wellful is trying to accomplish with its portfolio architecture. It seems that Wellful has two different buckets of consumer brands. Ancient Nutrition will obviously integrate into the segment previously known as Adaptive Health. And that portfolio includes the joint health mobility brand Instaflex, complete men's health brand Nugenix, digestive health brand Peptiva, and a collection of doctor preferred or created supplement brands. Moreover, Wellful also owns Biovation Labs, the Utah based supplement contract manufacturer, distributor, and fulfillment operation that Adaptive Health acquired in late 2018. And according to the press release, that vertical integration will allow Wellful to continually innovate to improve the lives of Ancient Nutrition customers. Additionally, it stated that the acquisition of Ancient Nutrition further cements the commitment to and belief in the supplement industry, establishing Wellful as the largest independent VMS platform in North America. So, if we were to overlook the glaring Ancient Nutrition is the only mission driven brand aspect for a moment, everything looks like the private equity typical consolidation play. But then you have to consider the other side of the Wellful portfolio, which would be the healthy eating meal solutions of Nutrisystem and Jenny Craig. How do these two portfolio segments fit together strategically? And it's probably first important to consider the behavioral change that arguably started gaining importance about a decade prior as more individuals began viewing themselves as consumers in the healthcare market compared to solely being patients. Because of that, consumer healthcare has begun evolving from a reactive, one size fits all approach to a distinctively proactive, personalized, and integrative approach. But as you'd imagine, that marketplace evolution has created immense opportunities. This is why the managing partner of Kainos Capital, which is Wellful's majority shareholder, has made statements like, we created the Wellful platform to capitalize on growing consumer demand for science backed, non pharmaceutical health and wellness solutions. Similarly, when the merger happened several years ago, the president of Nutrisystem stated that under the Wellful umbrella, it gives consumers a truly integrated approach to achieving their health and wellness goals. Now, has this vision come together fully yet for Wellful? To be completely honest, I couldn't really tell from my analysis that Wellful was properly leveraging the complementary offerings of healthy eating, meal solutions, and nutritional supplements. Additionally, I'm not sure if Nutrisystem and Jenny Craig's services layer are empowering consumers to understand what's best for their particular goals, thus further capitalizing on the intersection of nutrition trends like food as medicine and personalization. But it seems, at least to me, that providing access to better health in an approachable, personalized, and convenient manner is the larger goal with the Wellful portfolio architecture. And maybe the recent Jenny Craig and GNC Total Lean partnership is a bit of a test for this type of weight management system. But it also signals that Wellful has ample dry powder to invest in the continued growth of its brand portfolio, whether that's R&D, marketing, or future acquisitions. So then, just one obvious point is left. How does Ancient Nutrition, fundamentally standing for something within the industry, improve Wellful? Does the Ranch Project and sustainability commitments of Ancient Nutrition somehow transform the rest of the portfolio, or will it become a cost driving distraction long term to the private equity firm? I'm likely not armed with enough internal knowledge to answer that. So I'll leave it as a rhetorical question for now and let time provide us with the clarity needed. But I hope you enjoyed the first principles thinking that went into my latest YouTube video. If you did, can you do me a favor by hitting that like button? That quick and free action helps YouTube know my content is worth spreading to more people. Also, we're getting really close to reaching my next subscriber goal, and it would be great if you join me on this journey. But to do that, we need to fix the fact that slightly more than 3/4 of you that are watching this video right now are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, and that hurts my feelings. Regardless, I want to thank you for giving me some of your attention and time, and I'll see you on the next one.